Hi, my name is Haley Schluter, member of otakustats.moe, here to show off our UI. Anime fans will really love our website because it allows them to search and get statistics in ways that they've never done before. Our query builder is special because it allows users to be really granular in a very user-friendly way. So for example, I want to search for any anime that is an action genre and the minimum score or rating is 3.5 stars and it has the word ninja in the synopsis. That was super easy to do, and I can also do ands and ors, so I can make this an exclusive or inclusive search. It's also 100% mobile responsive, so even if we go smaller, it's still going to look really nice. And now I'll click the search button, but we don't have a results page yet, so we're not going to see anything yet. Still a work in progress. Next, we'll go to the most exciting part of our website, the stats page. Here, users can run data analytics on a time frame of their choosing. It's default at the current season, but we can, for example, select a custom time frame. Right now we'll look at current season. This is actually sample data. Every time you hit search, it generates a new color scheme. And on the left, we can see a pie chart of genre distributions. And on the right, we can look at the genre prevalence per season for the selected time frame. Now Dan will talk about how we made the backend work.
So I'm going to show you how we configured our backend. You can see here that everything is basically driven off of this Elasticsearch instance with just a regular dynamic mapping off of a VPC. It's running inside of that. So now we can go and take a look at how we're actually doing the ETL or extract, transform, load to get all of these shows and put them into our database. We have this EC2 instance here. This is running inside of our VPC, so it has access to the Elasticsearch. And on there we have this script, anime ETL here. And in this, we basically just go in, we have a start year and an end year, and we loop over them, and we get all of the seasons of shows for that year. There's an awesome API called Gcan, which is built off of the MyAnimeList website. It's basically an already built web scraper. So we pull those out. We do a little bit of data processing just to get them into the Elasticsearch bulk put format. And then we have to sleep so we don't slam their website too hard and get throttled. And then we basically just send to yes. I can show you how that looks right here. There we go. So if we were going to load from 2009 into 2020, we can just start there. And you can see it's getting the anime for that season and year. We found 195 of them. Then it'll wait and then keep doing that until the Elasticsearch. So that's how we actually load the data. But to access it, we have Lambda scripts. Basically, we'll start at the API gateway. We have this API gateway. Here we have resources to access the S3 files, where we can go take a look at that too. In S3 we have the actual website files. Here, so index, we have the bundled JSON and some various resources. And basically, when you go into the API gateway and you call get on a /folder/item, that will get fields, folder and item, will get sent in and substituted for the bucket and object and sent into S3 to basically return the files directly from S3. But in here we also have these search and stats APIs as well. And that's how we actually get that Elasticsearch data that we've added so far. So basically they send up a post. We have here a model for what that, this is just a JSON schema to say this is what's accepted. We basically have, operands, so it comes up kind of like SQL. We have an operator and or and a pagination to basically, paginate. And so this query will basically send out and hit the search series Lambda. This is a pretty simple Lambda that basically comes in here, it converts the event, basically the body here, just goes through. It uses a Python. This is a Python. It uses a Elasticsearch DSL, which is a really awesome query builder and wrapper for Elasticsearch. And here it basically builds up the query and then just returns it. We execute here, and we are able to basically get those results and just pipe them right back down to the front end. The other one we have here is get stats, which works the same way, coming in through here. Get on the stats with a couple of query parameters, type, end date, and start date. And that is where the analysis happens. And so basically this is doing a very similar thing, coming in, building the stats query off of the event, which here you can see we basically are adding this filter based on what the endpoint got for start date and end date, filter for the type, so TV show, movie, that manga, that kind of thing. We don't actually want to return any fields, we just want to return the aggregate, and then we build these buckets up. We do a date histogram over the season, so basically it'll say if we wanted to show ratings over time, we basically will break it into quarters, which are seasons. So we can show you an example of this working here, where basically this is one of our public APIs where we can call a search. So if we just wanted to do a search for everything, we can search for that. There we go. But you can see it comes back with with 6,260 records is what it found. It only displays 10 unless you increase that with the pagination in the body here. And basically it came down with all of the records. We have, URL, title, even have image URLs that you can actually, go check out. We have the genres here. And we have even producers, licensors. The MyAnimeList database is really rich, and we get pretty much all you want. And here we can check the stats for TV between 19, I believe this is 89 and 91. And basically you see we come down with these aggregations. We come down with this is for winter of 1989. We went over 6, and you can see this is the breakdown of all of the different genres and the counts for those. This is the average episode count, so there's quite a lot. So each show in winter of 1989 had an average of 75 episodes per show, and an average rating of 6.5 out of 10. So yeah, that's basically how the backend works.